So we have the third question: what makes a communicative classroom communicative? If you remember on the first question, what is the main goal of communicative classroom? The second question is, how do EFL, ESL teacher provide opportunities for students to communicate in English? Of course, by activity. So today we have what makes a communicative classroom communicative. Four closely related factors contribute to make a classroom communicative. The first one is reducing the central position of the teacher. The teacher can maintain control of what goes on in the classroom while still giving the students freedom to initiate communication among themselves and with the teacher. Four factors, or what we call it factors, contributing to making classroom communicative include: the first one, reducing the centrality of the teacher. The second one, appreciation of the uniqueness of individuals, chances for students to express themselves in meaningful ways, choice both in relation to what students say and how they say it. We have here the explanation of each factor in this discussion in this page. So is the first one is appreciation for the uniqueness of the individual in the classroom. Each students bring unique language learning and life experience. As teachers, we need to be sensitive to each individual's background and affective state to create a classroom atmosphere conducive to communication. We need to understand and accept each student as he or she is. And we have the third factor is provide chances for students to express themselves in meaningful way, contributes to a communicative classroom. Students need chances to listen to each other, express their idea in speech and writing, and read each other writing. Negotiation of meaning needs to become the norm. If a true negotiation of meaning is going on, students will be fully engaged in using English to understand the meaning intended by the others, as well as to express their own meaning as clearly as possible. Negotiation of meaning also implies that students have choices as to what they want to say, to whom they want to say it, and how they want to say it. So we have how students can use games, puzzle, both groups, stories, and problem-solving activities to promote communication. We have another question about what rules are native and near native English speaking EFL, ESL teacher expected to play. So we have rules, role. So we have many roles of the native that to make EFL, ESL teacher expected to play. You will play a variety of roles as EFL, ESL teachers. Drama, like we have many roles here in this page, like a drama coach, puppet marker, creative writing specialist, folklore singer, mime, photographer, cross-cultural trainer, public speaker, concealer, film critic, poet, storyteller, discussion leader, team builder, grammarian, jazz chanter, reading specialist, error analyst, gaming specialist, values clarifier, computer program specialist, material developer, curriculum planner, curriculum evaluator, interviewer, friend, language authority, interact manager, cultural informant, needs assessor, language model, joke tailor, descriptioner, language tester, text adapter, parent, strategy trainer, artist. So we have many roles the teachers of EFL, ESL should play. Okay, as the list shows, teaching is multifaceted. Okay, roles that contribute to creating interaction in the classroom that is meaningful for both teacher and students. Here we have two sets of roles. Role related to the English language abilities, language authorities, culture informant, model English speaker. Role related to the ability to create meaningful interaction, needs assessor, classroom manager, text adapter, entertainer. So we have the first one is what we call it the first role, roles related to the English language abilities. In this role, one role we are expected to play in language authority is to make to create meaningful interaction. Okay, so we have roles related to create meaningful interaction. A number of educators encourage language teachers to play the role of need assessor. This is the first one, need assessor, including learning about student language learning, history, goals, interests, study habits, learning strategies, language learning style. They suggest teachers interview students, ask them to complete a questionnaire and observe what they do and say. To use dialogue journals to learn about the student, dialogue journals is one kind of what we call it in order to make how to assess the student needs and how to make needs analysis. If you remember, I have talking on previous lecture at the beginning of the class, we have talking about the need. We should know what the student needs. Okay, one kind of how to make the student needs is dialogue journals are like informal letters writing. This is the definition. Okay, written back and forth between the student and the teacher. The journal entries give the student chances to communicate idea writing. As a result, it is possible to learn what each student is interesting and care about. Dialogue journals can be a way to discover what really bothers students or to discuss personal topic. For example, why student is not doing his or her homework. This is asked exclusively to speak in English. So we have the second one, or the second role of is called text adapter. And text adapter often is quite depend on the textbook and the teacher manual become the teacher's main resource. But the text does not ever provide enough way to promote a kind of interaction the teacher wants to have in the classroom. To foster genuine interaction, the text by the adapter material and activities to the lesson and the text or introducing new activities and related to it. So we have different activities like role plays, games, movies, TV shows, songs, readings, and news programs. We have another role of the teacher can play to promote interaction is the classroom manager. To manage a classroom we need as a teacher, as teachers, need to be able to make these the following steps, to be able to make these steps. Okay, so we have the role of the and we have another role of the teacher in order to play in the classroom, the role of entertainer, how to make the classroom interesting by the role of the teacher. If the role of the teacher is entertainer, okay, some students are good at getting us to tell stories about ourselves and others, tell jokes, and even sing. EFL students can be a great audience, laughing at jokes, attentively listening, and encouraging us to continue. We can see the value in the teacher's role as entertainer, because what is the main important value or the importance idea of to make the teachers entertainers, because it can lower the student level of anxiety. If you are success to make the student lower level of anxiety and increase their level of comprehension. If you make the classroom and the student feel comfortable without anxiety, this can be increase their level of comprehension. Thank you so much.